Welcome to the Dreamlands, where we are once again returning to the deserts of Kharak for some multiplayer. This time we are going to be checking out a 2 versus 2 on the map Dune Sea, and we've got a double Khaaneph versus double Khaaneph matchup. 4 Khaaneph players facing off on the Dune Sea. This should be a pretty damn crazy game. I suspect the action will get underway very, very quickly, so let's get our bearings here, do player introductions, and we will jump into the game. So, Team 2 spawning on the north side of the Dune Sea. First up, on the left spawn, we are going to have Khaaneph making his return to the deserts. His ally, playing as the Khaaneph as well, it is going to be Tomcat Zeno, a player that you guys should be familiar with from Remastered, who has a pretty damn mean Khaaneph game. So that should be a pretty exciting thing to see. Team 1 spawning on the south side. First up, we are going to have Pete Bobbert. Very, very solid player. Plays all the different factions, so it should be pretty interesting to see what he's got up his sleeve for the Khaaneph. And making their debut on the channel on the left side of the south spawn, it is going to be El Valiente. So, let's jump into this game. What have we got here? El Valiente with a forward production cruiser, as well as a forward base runner, and it looks like a double base runner opener, triple base runner opener, good grief, from Pete Bobbert. We've already got a number of blast drones on the field. A couple of blast drones from Khaaneph, who must have come mid with his base runner. Yeah, there it is. He is going to scout the play. He's going to spot all of these blast drones. Looks like 2 of them sticking mid. Oof. A couple of them just get popped there, and I don't think that was a very good choice. However, 2 of Bobbert's base runners going mid, while 1 swings wide, probably looking to get a little bit of economic harassment here. By the looks of it, Tomcat is going to go for a economic opener. He does have his production cruiser in position here, which tells me that he is going to have some refinery mode on the field shortly. We've got a base runner chasing this sand skimmer, or a blast drone chasing the sand skimmer. Oh, if he pops it now, there we go. Boom, 2 skimmers go down. Cost effective. Another blast drone and a skimmer just harassing Cow's base runner. Do we have anything else going on over here? I got to keep my eyes on this. That could be potentially huge. Meanwhile, El Valiente looks like he wants to do a little bit of harassment with a couple of skimmers and a couple of blast drones onto Tomcat. Is he going to hold it? Oh boy, look at this sneaky play from Bobbert. 3 blast drones now creeping along the very eastern edge of the map. Oh, is Cow going to spot it? Is Bobbert going to go for the main? I think he should. Cow has spotted it. He is going to send in... Oh! Oh, that was beautiful. Just a suicide skimmer going to pop 2 drones. That 1 remaining drone isn't going to be enough to do any economic damage whatsoever. Now it's going to be up to Tomcat to hold this push. Very aggressive openers from Team 1 here. Oh, another blast drone is up. Oh, what the heck happened there? It exploded, but didn't... Both of them exploded, but didn't do any damage to those salvagers. So good on Cal. Perhaps that was another sacrificial skimmer to detonate those 2 more blast drones coming through mid directly at Cal's main. One of them is going to get popped by the carrier. That second one is going to get popped as well. And now Bobbert's lone base runner is behind enemy lines. This is really, really cool. A couple of salvagers go down here by the looks of it for Tomcat, but he is going to use that smoke. Oh god, more blast drones. Cleaning up all of these salvagers. A couple of skimmers as well. Tom's assault ship is going to pop and see that off though, so very aggressive opener from Team 1. On the back of that, it looks like they went for a triple artifact grab and are actually going to dunk 3 artifacts, taking a huge lead. The artifacts are set to 6, so they are halfway to the goal momentarily here. Really, really interesting stuff. So it looks like Cow and Tomcat both went for economic openers, trying to get that production cruiser refinery mode, and Bobbert and El Valiente went hyper aggression. Massive amounts of blast drones, tons of skimmer harass. They did do a pretty good amount of economic damage to Tom. He lost pretty much all the salvagers at this location. Cow, miraculously, didn't take any economic damage by the looks of it. But with assault ships on the field now, Tom looks to be in a pretty good position to be able to defend against pretty much infinite numbers of skimmers and blast drones. Oh no, did I miss some blast drone harassment from Cow? He was over here. I probably did, and I do apologize for that. He had his base runner moving back into mid from the south side of the map, so he was potentially doing a little bit of economic harass. Doesn't look like it was too impactful. Looks like Bobbert now going up to 2 bases, and I suspect Valiante will shortly follow. He's moving his production cruiser back into position. Khaaneph Smau staying on skimmers and blast drones to keep pace with Team 1, while Tom looks to secure a third with a couple of assault ships on the field now. Do we have armor upgrades? We do indeed. Any upgrades for the skimmers? No upgrades for the skimmers. Wow, this has been a very, very entertaining early game thus far. Constant blast drone production from Bobbert. He does have 2 production cruisers on the field now with refinery mode by the looks of it, so he's bringing his carrier out to mid, while Cow goes for a snipe on Bobbert's main. Oh, is he going to make it? It's going to be so close. Bobbert does not have very much power. Nice split on the salvagers. One blast drone goes down. The second one explodes and does no damage. Beautiful hold by Bobbert. Meanwhile, along the west side of the map, Tomcat Xeno coming in with a couple of assault ships. Still with that single armor upgrade. These skimmers don't want anything to do with this. They are just going to get cleaned up entirely. That's quite a lot of skimmers actually for El Valiante. He does have an armor upgrade as well as the speed upgrade. So he probably will be able to clean these up. Oh yeah, and especially now that he's got rail guns up on the high ground, that is going to get cleaned up big time. Force Tomcat across the dune and into full retreat. Meanwhile, middle of the map, another double artifact grab by Team 1. Khaaneph Smau continuing to send skimmers and blast drones into the middle of the field here to try and hold these off. Oh god, he doesn't want to get in close. Wow, he must have an armor upgrade. Yes, he does. So look at that. One armor upgrade allows these skimmers to take a single blast drone hit without dying there, remaining a single sliver of health. On the back of that, Tomcat Xeno is going to grab an artifact to try and close that gap, not let Team 1 get too far ahead, and it looks like Cow is finally starting to turn the tide in the middle of the map. A couple of heavy railguns on the field now for El Valiante, backed up by a blob of skimmers. Going to see these skimmers off. Tomcat is going to intercept this base runner, however, and Bobbert's going to spot it and try and use his smoke to keep this base runner on the field, while his siege cruiser, which just hit the field, is going to get in position to try and shut this down. So nice fast siege cruiser tech from Tom. Oh, and a siege cruiser from Cow as well. Both players on 2 resource locations. Look at the skirmish going on in the center. These skimmer on skimmer battles are pretty damn awesome. Barrage is going to go out right on top of these railguns and this base runner. Can Tom stop this artifact from going in? He is going to try, but I don't think he can do it. This base runner has a ton of health already. Oh, it's going to be really close. Nope, this base runner is going to get it. Boom, there we go. So 4-0 in terms of artifacts. Oh, look at this. A third production cruiser on the field for Bobbert. He's on 3 bases now, and he is sending his carrier in to try and block that artifact. Really, really nice play. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, it's going to be really, really damn close. Oh, God. So close, but Tomcat was able to dunk it, so bringing that up to a 4-1. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, El Valiante is losing forces in a bad way. Tomcat just going up to 3 bases now with a second production cruiser on the field. And Khaaneph Smau going up to 3 bases as well. So El Valiante lagging a little bit behind, just hitting his 2-base economy mark. Cow going to face off against Bobbert along this east side of the map here. Bobbert's just camping the extraction zone. some blind fire in, thinking that there was resourcing going on here, which was not the case. Khaaneph carriers are not tanky. They don't want anything to do with this. Look at the amount of damage that that siege cruiser is doing already. Cal needs to pop a couple missiles. There he goes, shunting power into the missile system. Needs to pop a couple missiles onto Bobbert's head there, force him away. We got Khaaneph Shmao doing a little bit of harassment, but mass skimmers coming out for Bobbert. Gonna block that play. What is Bobbert doing? He needs to kill this siege cruiser. He's going to try and force Cal off. Oh, and a big swarm of interceptors coming out from Tomcat. Going to focus down Bobbert's carrier. I don't think Bobbert's carrier can live, really. A couple more missiles, and it is going to go down. Oh, there it goes for sure. Boom. Bobbert with a cool play. But this is a valuable lesson here. You can't send a Khaaneph carrier unsupported into the field. You just can't. Every time you do that, it is going to end badly. So don't do that. Nice cheeky play from Bobbert. He is not out of the game. He still has his 3 production cruisers. He can pump units onto the field and support Valiante. However, their problem is going to be Tomcat, and we're starting to see his build come to fruition. He is on 3 bases fully. He's got assault ship tech, he's got siege cruiser tech, and interceptor tech. So that is a really strong composition. Very difficult to counter. Still sitting at a 4-1. Look at this skimmer blob from Bobbert. Backed up by skimmers from El Valiante and a couple of railguns. They are going to get right on top of these skimmers, eat a few hits from an artillery barrage, and they don't want anything to do with this. They are going to have to take the wide path around. Cleaning up almost all of these skimmers, though. Khaaneph Shmao doing some nice harass, but it looks like he is finally going to get shut down, and oh! They're going to run right into 2 siege cruisers and a giant swarm of interceptors. That is toast. 3 siege cruisers. Those skimmers are done. Looks like Tomcat going to go for a production cruiser snipe with the 6 interceptors. By the looks of it, they have their afterburner upgrade. That production cruiser goes down. Bobbert is slowly getting picked apart as Team 2 creeps their way into the middle of the map. They haven't taken the top of the dune yet. And in order to play on this map, you have to take this position and hold it. Some nice backstab coming out from Bobbert. Some of these skimmers are still alive, trying to draw forces away from the middle, and currently it's working. Cal is diverting all of his forces there for some reason. Meanwhile, these other skimmers are using their superior mobility to try and pick off some damage from the siege cruiser. They're going to get cleaned up entirely by assault ships. And the push continues. Look at this blob. This is a scary blob from Tomcat. Valiante and Bobbert are going to need a massive number of railguns to shut this down. They currently don't have enough. I see a couple of assault railguns on the field. That's not going to be too effective.
Friendly forces have begun extraction of an artifact.
Looks like Cal wants to grab an artifact. Well, Tomcat pushes right up into El Valiante's face. A nice EMP. Oh, and it lands dead center of all of those assault railguns. Another one. They're toast. Boom. Bye-bye. Oh, beautiful EMPs. Assault ship's getting right on top of this mining location. El Valiante needs to get the hell out of here. Take those production cruisers and get back, man. You cannot take this fight. Trying to dunk an artifact right from under Tom's nose. Is he going to do it? That would actually be totally insane. No, the assault ships turn around, pop that bad boy, and these production cruisers are in big trouble right now. Another giant skimmer. Holy Christ, look at all these skimmers from Bobbert. 2 artifacts en route to the extraction zone. Is he going to shut them down or go straight for the economy? In my opinion, Bobbert should go for econ, try and even things up, because El Valiante is about to get absolutely face punched by this giant brute force blob here of Tom's. All of these siege cruisers, assault ships, got full upgrades. El Valiante needs to get back, man. Get back over here and spam heavy railguns. Oh god, the interceptor swarm going for a second production cruiser snipe. That thing is going to go down, and with it, Bobbert will be reduced to a single production unit. He is going to clean this third up, though, which is pretty nice. Probably take this production cruiser out as well. If he just stays on top of it, a couple of assault ships going to come back and push them off. Just kill the production cruiser, man. Stop meching about. There you go. Boom, down it goes. So keeping Cow in his place for the time being. However, Cow is just going to ignore that and send a couple of siege cruisers right into his enemy's face. Ugh, assault railguns is not the choice against siege cruisers. There's a good lesson to learn. I mean, they've done some pretty good damage, but actually they've done a surprising amount of damage. Oh, and those siege cruisers are just going to focus Bobbert's main, try and take down his final remaining production cruiser. Oh, one of those siege cruisers does go down. Second one's probably going to go down as well, but the damage has been done. Bobbert, for all intents and purposes, is out of this game, and I feel like El Valiente isn't long for the world either. Man, savage. Looks like it's come down to El Valiente's last stand. Oh, and here come the interceptors to pop one of his production cruisers. Cow of Schmau's carrier is at the top of the hill raining missiles down, and this giant blob is just going to focus on El Valiente's carrier. Looks like they're going to go for the carrier kill. I think they grabbed one or two more artifacts, so I think it's probably sitting at like a 4-3. There we go. Oof. Look at those direct fire missiles, man. It's so cool. There we go. So Tomcat and Cow are going to take the game with some savage Khaaneph play. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content on my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you for the next video.